Good morning, everyone, and happy TGIF Day, February 3rd, 2023. Boy, you want to talk about a super fun, fulfilling night last night. When you have been asked by one of your tribe sisters in Christ to come stay in her rental property that she's been renting, that she's moving out in, that she no longer occupies because she's already moved on to her next location, so she's just packing up periodically, and I've helped her out. So it's like we've had our own little nest here. Then she has friends from all walks of life, like we all do, and brought her mom's best friend's daughter over yesterday. They've known each other, I think, since they were like 12 years old, and they're still the bestest of friends today. That has the softest heart in the world. It speaks volumes for what I continue to say about the hardened hearts in Elkhart, Indiana. That is a city with a hardened heart, and I'm going to tell you why. When I came to town, everybody says, "Oh, you come to town, we'll help you, Yeah, well, everybody slammed the door in my face except for one person. And that was just like living at home when I was growing up, a house of hell, a house of horrors. It's all about telling the truth. Not one other person opened their home to us. And I can't even digest that, because when I was at the Coco Cabana and even at Green Acres, I opened my home to multiple people. Anybody I would open my home to, even if they were a stranger, because that's what he wants. He wants us to help thy neighbor. He wants us to do unto others as we do unto ourselves. I mean, come on now. You guys are missing the boat. You need to wake up and smell the coffee. So this girl that I just met last night said, "I'm going to go home. We've got a room." I said, "What?" She said, I need to get approval because, she lives with her mom. But she said, if it's okay, if I get approval, we've got a room and I want you guys to come stay with us. Now, she's got 2 pit bulls, and she said they are loves, and they will all love each other. She was adoring Hannah so much that I said, "Well, you want to do something with her?" Gave her the massage gun, because she's stressed out. She feels the stress in this world and the darkness. So I made a little board for the number of times she gets a massage and I get a massage, because it's calming her nerves from all the stress of this world. When you really look at life in a different light and you see the love and then the lack of love, y'all can have all the money in the world. It's not going to make your heart full of love, and it's certainly not going to put you on the right road climbing that ladder to heaven. I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but that's facts of life. You need to open up yourself a Geneva Bible and start reading it, so you understand the magnitude of the error of your wicked ways. One person invited us into their home. No, in Elkhart, and then another person in Goshen. But what's unbelievable, and that one person in Goshen had met me once, and I bought a drink for her. It's just unbelievable, the hardened hearts across the board. What happened to you people? What happened that you had to just turn your face the other way, and all you did is make excuses? Well, I've got a cat. Well, I've got dogs. I've got this. It took me 6 days to turn around a dog that was pretty darn vicious, even though a professional in the industry said it couldn't be done. Well, they're not me. That sounded like a challenge to me. And it broke my heart leaving that dog into that house of hell and house of horrors. Just like all the cats that are in that house of hell and house of horrors. You want the truth? I'm going to give you the truth. I'm not sugarcoating it anymore. Y'all live in glass houses? Well, I can see through them. And I can see through them no matter where I'm at. Just like in my accounting practice, when people sat in front of me, thought they were going to lie on their taxes. I threw the ball back in their court. They thought they were going to get away with it. They found out quickly. I already knew without having to speak it, without calling them out on it, without ever repeating again. They never tried to pull the wool over my eyes because I wasn't going to tolerate it, because the one thing that I understood about their jacked up system was you prepare honest tax returns, you're good to go. And that's what I did until I got sick. And looking back at pictures, it took me back at least 5 years. So that was 2014 is when I could see in pictures where my health was declining, even though I was still going at full throttle, working 7 days a week. So now I work 7 days a week for the Lord. And that's a whole different ballgame. So when you take yourself out of that darkness, those people dragging you down, and you start opening the doors up to the angels of mercy they keep putting on your path, it is unbelievable what you will see. Then all of a sudden, out of the blue, Candy Cane gets a call from one of her friends. Has a great heart. Met him for the first time. The first time that he had stopped over here, I had to go to sleep. So I couldn't meet him. It wasn't the time. He knows it when it's the right time. We start a new job. He works at a, well, you know what? I'll have him tell that story. I'm hopeful that he'll want to tell his story, but he's a recovered heroin addict. And you want to know what changed his life? And he wasn't even walking with Jesus at the time, but he realized Jesus was there. Hindsight was the day CPS showed up to take his freaking kids, 4 of them. And only one of them was his biological kid. This is a true dad. They gave him, I believe, 15 minutes to find homes for those children, or they were going to take them. So he started getting on the phone, racking his brain, and found places for all 4 of his children so that CPS wouldn't take them. And that day, he quit cold turkey doing heroin and never did it again. Now that's Jesus. He didn't get it until he was homeless and took Jesus 101 is what they called it. But like I said, I'll see if he can tell the story, because it's going to come from him. That you're going to feel it through your body. And if you don't, well, all I can do is tell you to pray. Because I'm right across the street from school. And you know, when I was a kid, we weren't out there screaming. We were out there giggling and having fun and playing. Not this school. I've never heard screaming so loudly in my entire life. And then our lights are so bright, 3 kids were at the fence, looking through the fence like they're caged animals, because, no trespassing. signs are posted everywhere. You can't walk in, you know, because somebody might take a kid